Okay, good evening, guys. How are we doing? How has the week been? How is everything going now? How's business? Yeah, we are still expecting our guest. She is currently experiencing some network issues. I mean, this is Africa now. It is inevitable. Okay. But then, yes, before she comes, let's just do something quick, really quick. I'm super excited for tonight's session. I mean, it's content creation. We all want to learn content creation these days, don't we all? Okay, so let's just do something real quick. If you're with me, can you just type I in the comment section? Let me know if you're with me, so I know before we start what I want us to do real quick. Can I say hi or an emoji or something just to know that you're here with us? Okay. I can see them. Let's keep it going. Hi, just a simple hi. Let me see if I can have up to 10 people. There are about 13 of us on this live. Okay, just like hi in the comment section. You can drop an emoji or something. Okay. Okay, so good to have you guys here tonight. Yes, it's about to be an amazing session for us. Okay, so yes, we're all here to like content creation. Like, can you just give me what I want us to do is let's express our expectations for this night. I mean, like, what are you looking to learn this night? Like, what's that major thing in this content creation game that you want to learn? I'll go first. Um, for me, what I really want to learn is how they shoot these videos, like, and how these videos can be converted into sales. I mean, like, I see a lot of people. You see, when you go on TikTok, everybody the content creator now. Even secondary students that they are content creators. Okay, so for me, it's like, how can I make these videos and really use it to make money? Yeah, that's my own expectation for this night. That's what I'm looking to learn this night. Okay, that's what I'm looking to learn this night. What are you looking to learn this night? Uh, I'm open to hear that from you. You can drop it in the comment section. What are you really looking to learn this night? Yeah, how to generate content ideas with or without ChatGPT. Yes, that's a really good one. No? Yes, how to generate content ideas, because I mean, if you're starting content, your content idea bank has to be full all the time. Yes, want to learn how to create content and then do automated DM. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. Akamandi, I see you. Jeffrey, I see you. Yeah. Any other person wants to share their expectations with us? Okay, so our guest speaker is here. Hello, Toby.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How you doing? Your camera is off, Sha. Can you just
I'm
help us
very well.
put it
Yes.
on? We'd like to see your beautiful face.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
yeah,
need
how to
to.
go viral? Yes. Jennifer, how to strategize and grow on Instagram? Yes, I'm sure we'll be learning all of that because the major content for today is the major topic for today is content that drives sales. That's majorly what we'll be learning today. And we have our amazing speaker here, Toby DBC. She is going to be showing us how that works. Toby, good evening once
Yeah.
again.
Good evening. Good
Welcome.
evening. Thank you so much.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you clearly. Okay, so over to you. The stage is yours. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm having problem with my slide. I'm coming. Please give me a moment. I'm trying to
Okay.
shift my screen.
Okay, so even before you came, we were all expressing our expectations for this session. That's how excited and pumped we are.
Okay.
And yeah, we're really looking forward to learning a lot from you tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, I can see Jennifer how to strategize and grow on Instagram. Okay, for engineering, how to create book content on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube
Okay.
is a good platform as well. All right.
Yes.
While we wait for Toby, please, you can still keep your expectations coming. Let's see. Let's all learn from each other. I mean, I believe that it is your expectations actually determine how much you can learn. Yeah, I want to learn how to create content. Yes, we'll definitely be learning about that. Definitely. Let's keep it coming, people. We have 25 people on this live, and I'm saying how many expectations. Let me count my own first. One, two, three, four, five, six. Just six people have shared their expectations. The rest of you, what are people looking to learn here tonight? Okay, I have somebody else. How to get more views to your videos on YouTube. Okay. Let's not forget our major goal for today. What our speaker will majorly be focusing on tonight is how to drive sales with your strategic content. Okay, how to drive sales. So me, I'm after the money. The views is good. I mean, the views is good. But me, I'm for the money. I'm for the money. Okay, so let's just give Toby a little while to fix up our lights and network issues. She'll be with us shortly. While she does that, let's keep the expectations coming. Okay. With TikTok ads, hmm, how to turn views to leads. Yes, that's definitely what we're going to be looking at. We're in for the sales today. We're in for the money. We want to learn content creating generally. Yes, that's a really good one. I mean, content creation is that's where the money is these days. So that's where the money is. Because I mean, yeah, attention now, everything. That's where the money is now. If not, there will not be these platforms will not be doing so well and keep generating, keep coming up with ads, revenue and all of that. Okay, then content creators should make more sales. Yeah, so we're together. I'm also here for the money. How to make sales? How will this money come? That's the important thing. That's my own business. Yeah, how to get unique ideas for your content. Yeah, that's a really good one as well. Because I mean, if you start creating content, your content bank, you must always have content to dish out now. If you don't have content to dish out, how will you make sales? How will the money come? The money must come. Hmm. How to reach out to my potential clients? Yes, that's a good one as well. Using content creation. Okay. And you know the thing with content creation is content is different things. Content is video, content is writing, content is pictures, content is anything you put out is content. Content is audio.
All right, I'm back. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys can
All
hear me.
right.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
So
We can hear you. I can hear
I
you.
actually
We
had
can all hear you.
issues with
Welcome.
my thought that it was on my laptop, only for me to realize that it's not on my laptop. And my network is quite slow. It's working, but it's slow. So that's the major challenge.
Oh,
It's
oh.
the whole thing. So thank you everyone. I don't know why I can't see the comments. Okay, okay. I think I can see the comments now. I see the comment. Good
All
evening,
right. Your
everyone.
camera is still turned off though.
Is it more I show my face? I'm so sorry.
Yes,
You
actually.
showing my
It
face.
is.
It is Abby.
Yes, it is.
Are you recording the session?
Yes, so it's recorded. It's available for replay
Alright. I think I'll
on
do that
YouTube.
too. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Can you see me?
All right. Thank you.
The problem is that
Good
the
evening.
light, there's no light in front of me, only behind me. Only
I think
behind me.
we can manage. We can see you. We can see your fine hair. You look
Alright.
good.
to share my slides, but I don't. It's been long I used StreamYard. Or is it because you've not allowed me to share my slide? Are you supposed to press something?
Request
Um, what do you
okay,
say?
okay. I can see it now. I can see it now. Sorry. I think that was
All right. Sorry. This was another. This was on. This one is on YouTube monetization. Sorry, I need to upload another one. Sorry, I uploaded the wrong file. I'm supposed to upload the content creation. So please give me a little moment. I'm already uploading the work for the YouTube for the content creation. So good evening everybody. I trust we are good and we are very well. I know that you can't really see my face, but you can hear my voice. I just want to confirm if you can hear me once more before I start. The file is still uploaded. It's quite large, so I don't know how long
yes,
it's
we
going
can
to take.
see you.
So I'm
We
just going
can
to
see
do
you.
a
We can
little.
hear you.
All right, thank you so much. The file is actually quite large and it's going to take time. It's not even halfway yet. It's still uploading, and it's important for me that I show the slide. So how do I engage you guys until the slide starts showing? How do I engage you? Of course, I'm a very intentional person. I don't like boring people in my sessions. Anytime I have a session, I don't like boring people. So how do I engage you guys? And I'm not teaching how to create content bro, because I'm seeing learn content creation and make sales. No, I'm not teaching you how to create content. I'm teaching you how to use your content to make sales. They are two different things. You know, this light is very bad. I wish I had something else here. I'm teaching you how to use your content to make sales. I think I'll need a light in front of me. So let me just grab something and put in front of me. So please pardon me. Just give me 10 seconds just to go grab a light so that I can put it in front of me. Thank you. All right, I'm back and I think be able to see me very well now. Can you guys see me now? I think it's better this way. How to reach out to my potential clients. Please, can you confirm in the chat box now? I'm presently in the chat box. Can you confirm if you can see me clearly now and if you can hear me? I'd like to know if you can see and hear me clearly now. Please let me know. Can you see me? I can hear me clearly. From the chat box, I'd love to know if you can see and hear me clearly. Any comments? All right, thank you so much. So good evening everybody. I trust you all had a wonderful day. For you to be here, of course I'm sure that for you to be here you are quite aware what I'll be talking about. So just to give you guys a little bit of perspective into what I'll be talking about before my file gets uploaded, I'll be talking basically on how to use your content to make sales. It's different from teaching you content creation. If I'm teaching you content creation, I have to teach you how to shoot your content, how to edit your content, just the gimmicks that works for every platform. But that's not what I'm teaching you, and I need to make that clarity. However, what I'm teaching you is even beyond teaching you the content itself. It is how to make sales with your content. I know a lot of people who create content, but they do not make sales with their content. So basically, I'm going to be teaching you how to make sales with your content, and everything I'll be teaching is very practicable. It's very practicable. I taught this thing when I went to Lagos. I went to Lagos to speak at an event. That's exactly what I taught them. So I can assure you that everything you'll be learning today, it is worth your time. And I also assure you, I'm making a promise that I'm not going to bore you. I don't like boring people when I'm teaching, because particularly I don't like when I'm teaching or when I'm sitting under somebody and I'm being bored. So the file is being uploaded. Can you help me show it? I can't do it from my hand. I don't know if she can hear me. Please, the file is already uploaded. I just need to be granted access to show it on the screen. Okay, somebody said that you can see me, but you can't see me clear. Don't worry, you don't have to see me. If it will up to me, say, I won't even show my camera because I already prepared the slide for the session. Sorry, can you hear me? I think Bobola, can you hear me? I already uploaded the file, but I can't show it. I can't share my slide unless you grant permission. So can you do that? I can't share my slide except you grant permission. So let me just send her a message on WhatsApp. Um, all right, please let me just give her a moment. I'm trying to get her to grant me permission to share my slide, but I'm not sure she's presently with us. If not, I would have been granted access by now. I'm so sorry for taking you guys' time. I'm so sorry. But don't worry, to be sorted soon. All right. While I'm waiting for I think I just have to do something at least to keep you guys engaged until she's back. Let me just keep you guys engaged. Let me grant you guys a perspective into how I started content creation, right? I started content creation as an affiliate. I believe that every single person that is here is an affiliate. That's one thing that I believe. You are probably affiliating for any affiliate marketing course or Amazon KDP or whatever it is, you are probably affiliating for something. So whatever product you're affiliating for, trust me, you are going to really enjoy this session. So I started content creation by accident. Of course, I was an affiliate, and I was trying to learn something that could help me make more sales. And I need to tell you guys that one of the things that helped me the most when it comes to making sales is content creation. I remember one of the things I used to brag with my mentee. I tell my mentee all the time then in 2022 was that the whole of 2022 I was creating content every single day. Now, when I'm talking about content, I'm not just talking about um, video content. I know that when we talk about content creation, most of the time people think about videos, excuse me, right? People think about videos when we talk about content creation, but not much people actually think about written content. For me, written content did a lot to my sales more than video content, right? You know, written content is when you write content just to drive people to make a decision to get your products. But video content is also the same, but I used more of I use more of written content. Okay, somebody says that I'm not an affiliate marketer, I'm a graphic designer. That's fine. This session is also for you, regardless of if you're an affiliate marketer or whatever thing. This session is going to help you on creating content to drive sales, not only sales, creating content to drive clients. As a graphic designer, definitely you would need clients. If you're a video editor, you're going to need clients to patronize you, clients to get your service, for instance. So definitely you will need to know how to craft content to reach them. Not only to reach them, you also need to know how to craft content to get their hearts, make them make that decision to buy from me. Let me give you an instance. When I wanted to do something about 3 years ago, right? I had the opportunity to meet two different people who were big in that field, right? There were two different people and they were very big on it. But when I got to see their result, right, I saw the result of one. It was way bigger than the result of the other person. But yet, I chose the person with lesser results. And it's not because the other person with bigger result doesn't entice me. It's just of the way. It's just because of the way they communicated it. I'm going to come again. I wanted to get a product, right? I wanted to get a knowledge. Let's say, for instance, this person is a photographer, and I wanted to learn photography. And I saw this guy. He's a big guy. He has good work. He has really awesome what he has done, and he's big. He has a lot of followers and all. And then I have another one who is not as big. He doesn't have as much result as this guy. Yet I went for the lesser person. Why? It is because this lesser person knew there was a way he captured my heart with his write up. There was a way he captured my with the kind of content he was pushing out daily. It was so enticing, it was so intriguing that I didn't know when I made that decision to go for the lesser person. So you will see, I know that a lot of affiliates, a lot of people they say that, oh, I don't get clients because of this, I don't get clients because of I don't have much results. You will see so many newbies complain that the reason why I'm not making sales, the reason why I'm not doing this is because I don't have the results that this person has. But that's not true. Actually, that's not true. See, if you do your content well, there's a way you position yourself, there's a way you will build yourself out there in such a way that you will entice people, you will grab people attention. So it doesn't matter if you have much results. You will see somebody who is a newbie, somebody who is new charging so much for their job. I see somebody who has spent years there charging lesser. It's because of their I think awareness, yes, awareness of what you can do, awareness of the value you have to offer, and not only the awareness but how you put it forth. And I think this is where a lot of people have issue. You don't see yourself as a solution provider. And because you don't see yourself as a solution provider, you don't create content that portray you as such. You don't create content that shows people that you can do this, you can help them to solve this problem. And this is exactly why we're having this session where I'm going to teach you on content creation, so that you will know how to portray yourself. You will know how to create content. You will know the important things actually. And the funny thing about this thing is that it is not far fetched, right? It's not far fetched, but so many people overlook it because of how simple it is. The slide is just about is less than 20 slides. I'm going to make sure I don't take more than an hour. In fact, I think I've taken about 10 minutes or 15 minutes already. So I'll just use the remaining 45 minutes to just share my slide and just explain. I don't know why it's taking so long. She already sent me a message that network kicked her out of the session. So hopefully she joins us soon so that she can allow me share my slide, and then I can share whatever I have with you. If you're still with us, please can you let me know in the chat box? I'd like to know. Are you still here? Can you hear me? We are so sorry. I'm sorry on Digitstem behalf. I'm sorry for the delay in sharing the slide. It's the network. I also have a little bit of network issue, but I think mine is still bearable. So I think I will have to wait for her because many of the things I want to talk about is in the slide. I already prepared a slide that would explain everything. But I will beg you not to miss this session. Trust me, it's very robust. That's one thing I can assure you. It's very robust. My slide is very encompassing. If I've attended any of my session before, if I've attended any of my class or listened to me anywhere before, you understand that I try my best to give out as much as possible to people. And of course, I don't bore people because I don't like being bored too. So I can assure you of that. So while we wait for her, I think I'm just going to take a minute to call her again and see what the problem is, so that we can shoot, right? So let me call her. All right. Welcome back, everybody. Can we see my slide? If you can see my slide, please let me know so we can shoot. We're already far behind schedule. I'm so sorry once again for the delay. Please, if you can see my slide, please let me know so that we can shoot. Can you see my slide? And is it clear enough? Hence my slide. So just like the slide says, it's a content creation blueprint, how to make massive sales online through strategic content creation. If you can see my slide, please let me know so that we can shoot. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing the response already. So once again, let me apologize for the time taken. We are sorry. I'm sorry on behalf of Digitstem also. So like I said, I'm going to be teaching you how to use your content to make sales. Like I said, how to make massive sales, not just a little bit of sales. How to make massive sales online through strategic content creation. Now, like I said before, when I say content creation, I'm not just talking about video creation, because when people think about content creation, the first thing that comes to their mind is videos, right? But this is not about videos. I'm not talking about video creation. I'm talking about both written video content. You can write content and you can create video content. It's two ways. So I'm not just talking about video content, I'm talking about both of them. Now, introduction. One of the most powerful, I think I would like to even use the slide on my phone because it's more close to me, and I have more thing written on my slide that is on my phone than I do on the slide here. So in order for me to be able to explain as much as I want, I may want to get some of the slide from my phone. So I'm sorry about that. All right. Like I said, one of the most powerful assets in digital economy is strategic content creation. And I know that this is not something new for every one of us here. Content creation, everybody uses content creation. Every single company, both big companies, small companies, small businesses, every single person use content creation. Back in the days, people do door-to-door marketing, right? People do door-to-door marketing where if you watch old movie, if you watch movie, not really old movie, but movie that are based on history. I can't remember I can't remember somebody is saying that she can't see or hear anything. Is that true for everyone? Is that true for everyone? Maybe she's just joining and she's seeing the past slide. So, like I was saying, back in the days, for those of you who like watch, I like watching history movie. Movie that they shoot based on real life story, and where they will share that, oh, in 19 something 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 happened and all. When you watch those kind of movie, I'm trying to remember the name of some of them. I can't really remember presently, but there was one that I watched that this woman was a big woman. She makes hair products. What's her name again? Madam Charles. They call her Madam Charles. She was very popular. She was the first female, first oh gosh. I'm so sorry about the network. It's not very strong, but I'm sure that it can take us to the end. So when I saw this movie, this woman, she was making hair products. And when she started making hair products, the way she could market it was that she started going from door to door, house to house, marketing her product to people that, okay, this is what I sell this, I sell that. And this is the way, this is what people call traditional marketing. Yes, they call it traditional marketing or door to door marketing. And this is the way that people sell in those days. They go from door to door selling product to people who may be interested. And of course, that takes a lot of time because you have to walk from door to door trying to sell your product to people who may or may not be interested. But we are in the era of digital. We are in the digital era, so to speak. And one of the most powerful assets in this digital era. I think the digital era really started less than 30 years ago, or let's say just about 30 years ago. That's when the digital era started, and people have been making good use of it. Now, in this digital economy now, one of the best way for you to reach people is no longer door-to-door marketing where you speak to somebody that, oh, this is what I do, this is what I do, and all of that. Of course, people still do that. I know that when I was actively in sales and marketing, I would tell people that, oh, this is what I do, and try to sell my product to them. Do you understand? So people still do it sometimes. They do the traditional way of marketing. But what sells now, the way to reach a global market now, is through digital. Is when you use digital assets that you have, like content creation. Content creation is big. Everybody uses it. You will see a lot of company. One of the things that is rampant these days is that you will see a lot of companies employing social media manager. Social media manager, somebody that will help with crafting out content, crafting out, content ideas for them. Do you understand? And I think I need to say at this point that sometimes I would like your response to the chat box so that I will know that you guys can hear me and you're following. The way I'm speaking now, I'm not sure if everyone can hear me and if everyone is following right. But when I see your response, it's going to let me know. So I would like your interaction. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, so in this economy, what I'm saying is that content creation is important. You have to create content. Companies are hiring content creators. Sometime this week, I think was it on Wednesday, I saw on somebody's status, she posted a job vacancy that they are a particular company, a fashion company, they are looking for content creators. I was like, this is so wonderful. This is I love seeing this. I love seeing this. Do you understand? So people are employing content creators now. So if you learn to become a content creator, you are learning a huge high paying skill that you can use for yourself and you can also use for others. As a matter of fact, as a content creator, you can work with at least four people at a go and you're doing well for yourself. I know people who work for different companies. I went to Lagos, I think last week. Yes, I went to Lagos last week. I was in Lagos for like a week and I was staying with a friend. And this girl is a social media manager and she works for different people. And she also has her own business that she's building, which she's also creating content for. And she's doing very well just by this little knowledge that she has about content creation. So I need you to understand how big content creation is. One of the most powerful assets in digital economy, like I said here, is strategic content creation. Now, the power of strategic content creation in this digital economy lies in its ability to build trust, engage audiences, and ultimately drive conversion and revenue. So the power of content creation is the fact that it help you connect with your audience, it help you reach them, it help you connect with them, and then it drives conversion and revenue. Now, in today's digital landscape, customers are overwhelmed with choices and constantly exposed to advertising. They are drawn to brands that offer genuine value and connect on a personal level. I'm not very I don't use Facebook that much, but there are some days I'll just get bored and I just want to check something. I don't have Instagram on my phone. I don't have Twitter. In fact, I've not been on Twitter for months. I don't have Instagram on my phone. So sometimes maybe somewhere waiting for someone, I just need something to keep myself busy. I just log in Facebook. It's very rare. The last time I entered Facebook is probably like 2 months ago, and before that it took months. But whenever I enter Facebook, I always see adverts like advert. It's like same advert, everybody is just copying one another. And you need to understand that every of your potential customers, they are overwhelmed by the number of advertisements they are seeing every day. I see a lot of adverts on those few times that I log in my Instagram and I log in particularly my Facebook. I see a lot of advertisement there, and I'm constantly seeing all of those things. And each of your customer, each of the people you want to sell to, each of your clients, your potential clients, they are seeing different adverts, in that regard, and they are constantly being overwhelmed by them. Now, what differentiates you, what makes you stand out is your value and the way you are able to connect personally with those people. And this is what content creation help you achieve. Content creation help you to put out how valuable you are, why people should choose you, and it help you also to connect with them on a personal level, that I can solve this problem for you, I have the answer for this problem. This is what content creation help you do. So if you do your content creation well, honestly, if you're able to create content in such a way that people can relate with, people can connect with, honestly, it will drive a lot of revenue for you. Now, this is where strategy and content creation become a game changer. As it's more about producing content, it's more, what I'm trying to say is that it's about, sorry, I think I'm reading the line, I'm confusing the line. This is where strategic content creation becomes a game changer. Yes, as it's about more than just producing content. Yeah, that's the line I'm missing. It's more than just producing content. It's about producing content that is thoughtfully designed to, influence and guide customers journey, and guide customers through a journey. Your content creation is about how you can connect with your audience, how you can make them see that you are valuable and you have the answer for this. I know that a lot of people will want clients immediately they push out their advertisements or they push out their content. You want people to start rushing in. I know many of us have that imagination that when you put out a content, a lot of people will view it. You have large number of views, but the truth is that nothing is going to happen if what you have to offer in your video or in your written content if it does not, solve people's problem, if it does not, portray you as a valuable person, it is a two-way thing. They have to see that you have the answer to their problem. As a content creator, you are also a solution provider. Do you get? So when people see your content, there are two things that must be in place. Number one is that they need to see that you're a valuable person. This thing is valuable to them, and they need to connect with it on a personal level. This is very important. Now, fundamentals of content creation for sales. Like I said, my major the thing I'll be dwelling on majorly tonight is how to use content creation for sales. That is what I'll be dwelling on majorly tonight. And that is why you will be seeing the line of slide I have prepared for is just tailored to for that. And I tell you, if you listen to me very well, and of course, if you're listening to this, honestly, you should be jotting, because there are so many things I'll be saying that would help you. I'm saying this because it helped me, right? It helped me a lot. As many of you knew, I used to be an affiliate marketer. Then I started marketing my home products, and before an affiliate marketer, I was creating content for myself, and that really helped me. So I'm not saying this from trying to um I'm so sorry for the distraction. I'm not saying this from because I'm trying to, cajole you or something. I'm saying this because I had results from what I did, and I still have results from what I'm doing, and that's why I'm teaching you guys this. So if you're not jotting by now, I'm begging you literally to jot, because many things I'll be sharing with you, even from my slides, you know that I did not just come on board to just start talking. I prepared the slide for this session, so you should know that I'm not here to play. If I'm not here to play, then you shouldn't be here to play and just listen, unless you have the intention of listening to the recorded version afterwards. So now, fundamentals of content creation for sales. Like I said, I'm not going to waste your time, but of course, I'll try as much as possible to teach you as much as possible. Now, fundamentals. The first one, there are two major fundamentals when it comes to content creation, and I don't want you to confuse this. I know that when people teach you content creation, they can make it very bogus. It looks very bogus. It looks like something that is hard, something that you can't do, or something that will take all your time in the world. But it is not. Once you focus on the most important thing, it doesn't really take your time. Do you understand? Now, fundamentals of content creation, there are two major fundamentals. Of course, when we talk about fundamentals, it means that the foundation, what is important, like what is important when it comes to content creation. And the first one is audience centric content. And then the second one is defining your voice and your message. Now, this is what content creation is all about. It is all about your audience, number one, and it's all about defining your voice and message. So content creation does not only speak to your audience, it's not only about your audience. Now, your audience is like the most important part of content creation. You tailor your content to meet a particular type of audience. But the second one, which is also important, is that your content creation, your content, either your video or written content, you should know that it is also defining your voice and message. That means the kind of content you put out tells a lot about your branding. I would see a lot of people who are trying to profile themselves. They are trying to profile themselves as a solution solver, but there will be, you will see them posting meme. I mean, I'll never do that. I'm sorry, but the way I'm building myself, the kind of brand I'm building for myself, the kind of way I am, something I'm building for myself out there. It is important to me that the way I pass my message, I don't pass myself as somebody that is unserious, somebody that is. I don't joke, of course, not I joke basically. Before people say I'm too serious, because people tell me that a lot that I'm too serious. What I'm trying to say is that your branding is very important. As much as your content is important, your branding is important. In fact, it is your branding that will determine how your content will come across to people. Your branding is what you want people to perceive you as when they see your content. Do you understand? So, in as much as your audience is important, you also need to understand that your branding, your message, your voice, everything is very important. When I'm saying your voice, I'm not talking about your voice, like what is coming out of my lips. Because somebody is saying that my voice is so emotional. Hey, my God, oh. I'm so sorry. I guess I'm a little bit tired. I just want to go and sleep, but I need to hold this session and I need to do it well, right? So I need you to know that your voice, when I say your voice, I mean your branding, your personality. Yes, that's what I mean. So your audience and your personality is very important. I'm going to be breaking down both of this for you, because this is what will help you in creating your content. In fact, it is what will guide the kind of content you put out. It is what will guide your research. Now, the first one, fundamentals of content creation for sales. That's what FCC means. CCS. Yeah, fundamentals of content creation for sales. The first one is audience centric content. Now, audience centric content, everything starts by understanding who we are talking to. To create content that sells, you have to understand, to create content that sells, we have to speak to our audience specific needs and desire. I know that you want to create content, but you have to understand the kind of people that your content is for. Now, I want you guys to do this exercise. Just as you're watching me and you're probably listening to me, maybe after this session you'll be listening to this session, but just as you're hearing me, I want you to just have a picture in your mind, right? I'm so sorry for the network lagging. So I want you to have a picture. I want you to picture in your mind, right? Who your ideal kind of content is for. For instance, I'm thinking of who my ideal kind of content is for, and I'm thinking of somebody. I'm creating content that teaches people about how to make money online. So definitely, my ideal content will be somebody between the age of 20 to probably 50 years old, and this person is probably having a 9 to 5 and they are frustrated with their job. They just need an extra source of income. you know you just imagine them in your head. What is your ideal content, audience? What is your ideal content? The way you imagine it, is your ideal content ideal audience rather, is it a young lady, a young man, in their 20s, in their 30s? Some people can have the range of like from 18 to 50 or 18 to 20. It just depends on who your ideal audience is for. So to create content that sells, you need to understand your audience specific needs and desires. So if I'm imagining that the kind of audience I'm having in my head is somebody that is probably like 25 years old, that is having a 9 to 5, who is struggling with their job and need an extra source of income, a passive source of income. I'm imagining that in my head. The next thing I want to imagine in my head is that this is their need, right? Because of my imagination, I know that this is their need. They need something. So how do I come across them in such a way that I can portray that this is what they need? Because many people, the thing about marketing is that people will never know that this is what they need is, except you accurately explaining. There are some people that they will never know except you accurately sit down and explain. And that's why I said that you must do it consistently. You must do it consistently so that they can see it. Now imagine it. Everything starts by understanding who we are talking to. You need to understand who you are talking to, the age range. For somebody that is 25 years old, there's a certain way you will speak to them, right? For somebody that is 50 years old, there's a certain way you will speak to them. Now, if you want to infuse them into a age group, let's say 18 to 50 years old, how do you speak to them in such a way that it will cater for their needs? Because you don't just create content because you want to blow. You don't just create content because you want to. Of course, I know people who create content just to you know they just want to create content because they love it. For instance, I have 3 YouTube channels, right? I have 3 YouTube channels. For those who are not aware, I have one where I is majorly for money, majorly for skills. That one I'm creating content to make money. Then I have another one, and that's what I did basically on that channel. I'm creating content to make money. I create content, I put up my link to my course or whatever I recommend to them, I make sales through it. But then I have another one that I just started recently, that I'm not creating content to make money. I'm creating content to educate people. I'm creating content to teach people. That one, the way I create content, in fact, the consistency of my content is different. The way I get my content ideas is different from each channel. Do you understand? So you need to understand who your audience is for. Why are you creating the content? Is it to make a sales, or is it that you just want them to follow you? So you need to understand your audience specific needs and desire. I hope you are following. I want to know if you guys are following up to this point. Please let me know in the chat box if you are following me. I'm currently on the chat box. I need to know if you guys are following me. Now, if you don't know who the well, I know that one problem that many content creators have is that they just create content, they just churn out content like that. And it is not advisable that you do that, because you're going to waste a lot of time and energy, because you realize that people are not following you, they are not engaging your content, you're not making sales. That's because you have not taken your time. Now, the best way for you to know your audience is by using research tools. Using research tools. We have the likes of Google, we have the likes of, there's this particular website that a lot of people use a lot. I think the name of the platform is it Ask People? I can't remember the name of the platform. I'm going to drop it in the chat box once I remember. So you go ahead and make research. Who is your ideal content. The buyer personas is something is what I just asked you guys to do. That you should imagine who the range of people you like to reach is. Imagine who they are. Are they young people probably in school? There are many people that they want to reach people who are in school. Do you understand? And that's why I say you should use a buyer's persona. But research tools is when you use probably your AI, or probably you get to use Google or some websites. I can't remember many of them anyways, but you make research to understand who your audience is. When you know who your audience is, there's a kind of language you speak to them. If you know your audience are Gen Z, you don't speak to them like you're speaking to a millennial. You know, you use some things, some words that Gen Z's use. Of course, also considering your authority, also considering your branding. Like I said, your branding is important, your audience is also important. Your audience is the first one, and that's why I'm laying emphasis on it first before I go to the branding, right? So now once you understand your audience, you also need to understand your branding, which is the second one, which is to define your voice and message, how you want to come across. That is basically what, how do you want to come across? You know, we make a lot of mistakes when it comes to branding. You know, we make a lot of mistakes when it comes to branding. I'm so sorry about the network. I think we are back now. Now, like I said, the second one when it comes to fundamentals of content creation for sales is that you need to define your voice and message. And this basically means how you want to come across. How do you want to come across to your audience? A lot of people don't pay attention to this. And I think that's why we make the mistake of um posting meme, posting skits. I mean, you are trying to you are trying to represent yourself, so to speak, as a solution provider, yet you are posting. Of course, I'm not saying that you should not watch meme or skits. I do that, honestly. I watch skits, right? And I, in fact, I follow a lot of people that post meme. Anybody, most of the people on my phone, they are muted, right? So I don't see a lot of people's status. But the people that are not muted on my phone, many of them is because they post meme. So I do look at meme, but I don't post it because it's important for my branding that I don't post those kind of things. So I'm not saying that you should not watch skits or you should not read memes or look at memes. And I'm just saying that it's important for you to consider, does it communicate the way you want to, the way you want to be perceived? It's very important. See, your voice and your message is how you come across to people. Do you understand? Say a consistent brand voice makes us recognizable. When people see my content, there's a kind of thing that there's a kind of seriousness they expect from my content. You know, there was a time that I posted a particular video on on my Instagram, and it was a funny video. It was just, I think the video is just about 7 seconds long, but it was very funny, right? And in the comments, I saw a lot of people say, they didn't know I can be this funny. That they never saw me doing that kind of thing. And I was just laughing that am I this serious? Well, I think I am. I can be very serious. But that was the first time I was posting that kind of funny video, and I really loved that I posted it. But the way people reacted, it shows that there's a way I come across to them. There's a way they expect my kind of content to be, is because of how I have, and there's a way I built my brand in such a way they know that it's a serious thing. We are talking serious business. You understand? So your voice and your message is how you want to come across. A consistent brand voice makes us recognizable. When people see your content, they just know that they are getting value. And that's one thing I want people to have at the back of their mind when they are seeing me. And that is why even this session is important for me. Because I can't just come here and start saying gibberish. It's important for me because this particular session also speaks a lot about my branding. I know that many of you will probably be meeting me for the first time. So it is important to me that you get to know that the kind of brand I'm building is a serious one. It's important to me that it's important to me how I will come across to you guys. You understand? So you need to know that a consistent brand voice make you recognizable, and your unique voice and personality determine whether people are going to keep coming back. Personality matters a lot when it comes to creating content. It matters a lot. People are going to keep coming back. So, in as much as you've defined who your audience is, you also need to define how you want them to see you. Now, consistent voice and value proposition. And what I mean is that you have to give value back to back. I know that because I know many of you guys are affiliates. I'm just going to treat that large number of people, right? Also going to treat people who are probably graphic designer, or you have any skill that you offer. I need you to understand that You need to offer value. People need to see you as a valuable, intelligent person. And I think this is what helped me in my own journey. I I like valuable things. I like coming across as someone with value. So I give out value. I know that many of you would like to post result that, oh, this person here needs in my community, this in my community, blah blah blah, all of those things. I know those things are very enticing, right? But see, for somebody like me, that I do a lot of calculation in my head, I use my head a lot. Honestly, your result is not going to entice me. I'm serious. I just gave you guys an instance of when I wanted to learn something and I saw somebody that had huge results and I had somebody that had very little results, and I chose the person with the little results. The reason is very clear because this person, showed himself. There's a way he put himself across as a valuable person, and he was consistently putting out very good value. Do you understand? So you need to understand that how you come across is as important as the people you are meeting. So next time when you want to churn out content, next time when you want to create your ad, you don't do copy and paste. There's a lot of copy and paste going on, and I think it's very very amusing that people do that. In all my years, I was 3 years an affiliate marketer. Was it 3 years or 2 years? 2 years, right? And I never, you will never see me copy and paste. My content, everything about me stands on its own. The kind of ad I use, nobody use. You will never see anybody use my kind of ad, my kind of funnel. My kind of funnel is different. I stand out, and this is how you would want to. This is one thing that you want to put your mind into, how you come across to people. Now, blueprint for monetizing your content. Now, this is a place where we'll be taking a lot of will not take time, of course. Now, for monetizing your content, it is not hard, and I'm going to take my time to also explain each and every one of them. I'm sure that the tofu mofu bofu may be confusing some of you, but I'll take my time to explain each and every one of them. Now, when you come to monetizing your content, there's something that we call a funnel based content strategy. Every of your content is like a funnel, right? Every content you put out either is a video for an ad or a write up for an ad, or it's just a normal content you post on your page. You need to know that it is a funnel based content strategy. You need to know that it is causing a reaction. It's like a cascade of reaction. It leads from year to year. So now content works best when it is planned around your customer's journey. Don't worry, I'm going to explain everything for you guys so that you understand me better. Content works best when it's planned around your customer's journey. We want to guide our audience from the first time they hear about us to the moment they are ready to buy. Now, when people are seeing your content for the first time, let's say they see your content for the first time on, let's say, TikTok, for instance. I know that many of us use TikTok. One thing that funnel based content strategy help you do is that it help you guide your customer from the point where they are just seeing you to the point where they buy from you. So it's not a a funnel that stops halfway, that oh, they will meet you and that's all. When you follow this blueprint, I'm saying that if you follow this blueprint very well and you follow this funnel based content strategy, it will lead you, it will guide your customer from that point where they are meeting you. They won't go away. It's to the point where they buy from you. And now I'm going to take my time to explain the tofu mofu bofu. Now, the tofu, what it means is top of the funnel, top of the funnel. And the mofu, what it means is middle of the funnel. And the bofu means bottom of the funnel or base of the funnel. Let me come again, just because of those of us who are jotting. I'm sure that some of you are jotting. So the tofu means top of the funnel, the mofu means middle of the funnel, and then the bofu means um bottom of the funnel. Now, what it means is that the top of the funnel is where you create awareness. The top of the funnel is where you create advertisements or your blog posts or where you post out YouTube content. I know that when you there's this magic thing that a lot of, sorry, my hair is disturbing me. There's this magic thing that a lot of affiliates have in their mind, and I'm going to shatter this table. For those of you who would want to put out content on your page and then you immediately want people to start following, you immediately want people to buy from you. You don't know that this is a funnel thing. You don't know that this is like a cascade of reaction. One has to lead to another. And we make that mistake a lot and we stress our mind because by the time you say, oh, I'm generating a lot of people, you're not making money, you need to know that you need to lead them through a journey. Your content is to lead them through a journey because most of us, we stop at top of the funnel. We don't go to the middle of the funnel. Not to talk of going to the base of the funnel. You have to go, and I know that this takes work. but it is very rewarding because it will drive you a lot of results. We all believe that this sales, this content creation, we all believe that it is easy. Of course, it's easy. It depends on how you see it. But you also have to understand that there are blueprints that work for this thing. There are blueprints that are attached to this thing, which if you follow, it will do you a lot of good. And this is where tofu, mofu, and bofu comes in. The top of the funnel. Many of you stop at top of the funnel. This is where you create adverts. You create adverts and you churn out adverts on Instagram. Instagram is full of advertisements. You churn out adverts on Facebook, on TikTok. Some of you even reach out to influencers to help you put out content. Many of you stop at that. You stop at that and you expect people to buy from you. It's not possible. That's only top of the funnel. You still have two ways to go. So, like I said, tofu is the top of the funnel. This is where you create awareness. This is where you write blog posts, or you put up write up, or you put up videos, and then you put up just content that addresses common questions in your industry. This is where you position yourself as an expert. I do this a lot. In fact, this is the reason why I have my YouTube channel. One of my YouTube channel that I have, I think it has about 9,200 subscribers presently. This is the reason why I have it. This is where I talk about just topic general, just so that people can see me as a solution provider. And this is the reason why I churn out content, because I am trying to position myself. Do you understand? So top of the funnel is where you create awareness, where you talk about, where you educate people. That is your goal. Your goal is not to make sales at the top of the funnel. No, you're not making sales. Your goal is to bring out awareness. Your goal is to educate people, not just to aware people, but to educate people. Now we have the middle of the funnel. From the top of the funnel, we now have the middle of the funnel. This is where you engage your audience. Now, your audience are familiar with you, and this is where you engage them through webinars. You engage them through in-depth guide and case study. I do this a lot for those who used to follow me, or you still follow me. I don't stop at top of the funnel. I don't stop where I will teach people. I also invite them for that. Oh, I have a session, a webinar, whatever. I do it a lot, and I think that this is what helps me the most in my journey. I have webinar back to back, because not only have I positioned myself in such a way that I'm creating awareness and I'm teaching them, educating them. I educate people a lot, and I think that this is what helped my positioning a lot. It helped my authority building, but I also went further to also educate them, to have webinars, seminars where I teach them all of those things. So this is the middle of the funnel. Now, this is where you provide deeper value for your audience and you build a stronger connection with them, because you are providing value. There's a way they will feel like, I will see a lot of people after my session, they'll tell me that, oh, you just did this. In fact, the funny thing is that I will see people dash me money just because they attended my session. That's how serious it is, because I'm providing a lot of value for them. And this is where the middle of the funnel is all about. Now, the last one is the bottom of the funnel. Now, this is where you create content that is designed to convert. Of course, the reason why you're creating content is because you want to make money. So you don't stop at the top of the funnel where you're educating. You don't stop at the middle where you're just having this where you're just having webinars and you're having in-depth solution, providing solution for them through your content and all. But the bottom of the funnel is where you will have CTA, is where you have call to action, is where you will, that is when you are going to show them results. From beginning, I've never talked about results. I've never thought that, oh, this is what this person got from my community and all of that. I didn't mention anything like that. But at the bottom of the funnel, this is where you now show them results. But a lot of mistakes that a lot of affiliate make is that they're always showing results. They're always very quick to show results. You think that's the only result that gets people, but that's not what gets people. Do you understand? Result is not the only thing. I'm so sorry. I'm having a call, so I have to play that. Result is not the only thing that gets people. You need to provide solution for them. If you're still with me up to this point, please can you let me know in the chat box, at least so that I know that you guys are following. Everywhere is so quiet. Now, the next one, I'm going to be talking about types of content that convert. We are getting deep into it. We are getting deep into the session. If you are following me, can I know in the chat box? Can I know in the chat box? I'd like to know in the chat box if you're following, so that I'll know if I should continue. All right. All right. Thank you guys so much. So now, type of content that converts. Types of content that convert. Of course, I know that many of us are aware of this. I'm just going to brush over it so that I can explain very well later. Now, the type of content that converts. The first one we have is educational content. Now, this content is where you provide something valuable. This is where you establish authority. This is where you treat FAQs. you give them guides, how to guides and all. And I know that many of you skip this you skip this a lot, and it's doing a lot of disservice to you because it helps your positioning a lot. It helps the way people perceive you, it helps the way people see you. So educational content is very, very important. Please don't jump to showing results. I know you want to show results. Oh, somebody make this, but always provide that excuse me, always provide that educational content to people, where you share with them your knowledge, where you share with them how to your guide your own experience. Do you understand? And then the second one we have is user generated content. This is where you share testimonials, your reviews. This is where you share where people vouch for you. And you know, many of us, you share result, right? But there's something that is also as enticing as that. This is where you share testimonials of when people vouch for you. You know, I would say a lot of people who have never bought from me at all, they'll just tell me that, oh, I just like the way you speak, I like the way, whatever, whatever, whatever. You know, whatever compliments that people give me, I also post it on my status, or I share it. You know, I just share it that, oh, this person just did this. You know, there's it's cementing something in the heart of people, right? It's cementing something in the heart of people, but you guys are not aware of that. And that is why you don't take cognizance of this very much. User generated content is very, very powerful. And when I say user generated content, like I said again, it's not about just testimonials. Testimonials are important, right? Reviews are important, but I'm talking about where somebody, when others vouch for you, that thing that they wrote that, oh, you are so intelligent, whatever, post it, let people, you know, it's creating a picture, it's creating something in the mind of people, and that's what many of you do not understand. So when people vouch for you, actually it builds credibility and help new customer feel comfortable when purchasing. To make them feel comfortable, because this person just, you know, there was a time that I created a course, right? And somebody purchased the course, and about 4 months, is it 4 months, yeah, 4 months down the line, I created another course. And this girl came to buy again. She was like, I need to buy this course, so I like you the way you you know, teaching on your course, blah blah. You know, she just gave me compliments and she said that she has to pay for this one. That kind of thing. I posted on my status because she's vouching for me that way, that, oh, she has tasted of my course and she's still getting another one. There's an image to create in people's mind that, oh, for her to come back to get another course of mine, it means that I really gave her value. Do you understand? So user generated content is very important. And the third one we have is interactive content. Interactive content actually makes a lot of sense, and I'm sure that many of you don't do it. This is where you ask questions that, what are the problem that you're having in your field? You know, just ask people. Some people will come to your DM to ask, and then when you answer, you can screenshot that conversation, you know, and just share it. That's what we call interactive content. You know, it keeps people engaged. We can also have something like quizzes, polls, like we have on Instagram, quizzes, poll. It keeps people engaged. It makes them know what other people are saying about you and about your content. Now let's go to the next slide. I think I'm having problem with this one. Okay. All right. Building the perfect content mix for different platforms. Now, I know that there are a lot of platforms that exist right now. We have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have, you know, there's just a lot of them. Now, each platform has its own culture and audience preferences. Each platform, each platform I'm saying somebody is asking a question that I don't think is tailored for me. Now, like I said, each platform has its own culture and audience preferences. The way it is on YouTube is different from the way it is on Instagram. I'm sure that we are all aware of that. Each platform even has its own algorithm. Now, it is possible for you to put a content on Instagram and to have a lot of views, and it won't have so much view on YouTube. It's possible to for you to post a video on TikTok and it has so much views, but you post the same on Instagram and you are begging for views. That's because each platform has its own culture and preferences. The way it is on different platforms is different. And for the first one, we have social media, we have TikTok, we have Twitter, just like I said, you know, with TikTok, for instance, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn also accept all this kind of platform accept short form video. Of course, you can post long form video on them, but the best kind of content to post on this platform I just mentioned are short form content. We also have YouTube Shorts, which is, I think YouTube Shorts started about 2 or 3 years ago, where you can post 1 minute video on YouTube. So the way it works is that this video are usually short and very engaging. So you need to understand the preference of each platform and its culture. You need to understand that this is the kind of content that works for this platform. And then we have email marketing. Email marketing is different because email marketing allows you to build a personal, you know, a personal relationship with your prospects. You know, it allows personal connection with your prospect because you are writing, you are addressing. There's a way you can personalize the email you send to your list in such a way that it's as if you are addressing them in a personal way. So the way email marketing works is different. I know that some of you do email marketing. In fact, I'm sure that probably one person out of the number of people here do email marketing. That's because a lot of people don't pay attention to email marketing, and it's actually very powerful. In fact, I heard that email marketing is one of the best way to market your product, because not only do you have these people on your list, these people can trust you because you are speaking to them in a more personal way, and you've had them, some of them you had them for a long time, and you have nurtured them, especially if you have nurtured them. I don't want to assume that everybody nurtures their list, right? So we have social media, like, and then YouTube is where we have the long form video, like you would see on the normal YouTube feed. We have the short feed, and then we have the home feed. Now on the home feed you will see the long form video. The way the long form video works is different, because that one you have to put title, description, you have to work on thumbnails. There are so many things that you have to put in when you are posting those kind of long form content on YouTube, which can be quite complex. So you have to understand that each platform has its own culture and has its own audience. Now, I need to say this: content we're proposing for maximum reach. A lot of people do not know this, and a lot of people do not do it, and that is why I think it's important that I talk about it now. Creating content takes effort, right? So we need to get as much mileage from it as possible. From a single content, we need to get as much mileage from it as possible. Take a YouTube video for instance. Now, you can break it into a short video for Instagram reels. For instance, there was a time I posted a long video, right, on YouTube, and from that single video, I was able to get 4 reels for my Instagram. I was able to get 4 whole reels from that one single video. So if you're posting content on YouTube, long form video, you can repurpose it in such a way that you can create different reels out of it. Do you understand? Now you can break it into short clip for Instagram reels, transcribe that same video for a blog post. Some of those things, right, that I said in my videos, I'm using it as write up now. For instance, now on my Instagram, I used to post video a lot, but recently I've been getting tired of sitting down to post video because I have so many engagement presently. So what I do is that once I'm back at home like this, some of the videos I already made, I just look at them and I transcribe it into written content. Now I'm posting more written content than video content. That's because, and you would think I'm getting those things are new. It's because it's from my old videos. I'm just getting the knowledge I've already shared. I'm repurposing it into a video, a write up. Sorry, so you can repurpose your write up into videos, and your videos you can also break your video into short clips. So repurposing helps us reach different audiences on different platforms without reinventing the wheel. It helps you to reach. There was a post I put up on my LinkedIn this week. It was just repurposing. I'm just sharing my content. I've used it somewhere before. I just share it there. So repurposing, it helps you to reach different audiences on different platforms without reinventing the wheel. Now, strategic selling through content creation. There are three major things when it comes to strategic selling through content creation. Now, this is very important. This is probably, like, should I say, the most important part of this session. I don't want to sound too serious. I don't want to sound too serious, right? But this is probably like the most one of the most sorry. This is probably like one of the most important slide from this night session. Now, when it comes to strategic selling through content, you need to understand that there are three things involved, and I have already explained some of this before, but I'm just going to dwell on it more now, so that not only to let you know how serious it is, but so that it will cement kind of in your brain. Now, when it comes to strategic content, strategic selling rather through content, you need to understand that building trust and authority is the number one key. People find it very hard to part with their money except they can trust you. There was a lesson I first learned about sales when I started sales and marketing, and that really helped me, and it's still helping me, is that people buy with emotions. People, they buy through emotions. And people can't buy from you except they know, like, and trust you. They have to know you, they have to like you, and they trust you. And what will help you achieve that is through content. And this lesson really helped me. And I was never on serious with my content. I was never on serious with putting up something that would nurture my audience. I know that many of you make that mistake. You just grab a lot of, you run a lot of ads, get a lot of leads, and you don't nurture them. And what will help you nurture those people is the content you churn out, the one you churn out on your status, the one you churn out on your platforms. These are the things that will nurture them, that will make them see you. So you need to understand that, for you to sell through your content, you have to be strategic about it. And the first thing is that you have to know that you can use your content to build trust and authority. Now, building trust and authority, they can trust. People buy only from brand they can trust. And one of the effective way to earn that trust is by showcasing expertise and social proof. The way that people can get to know you, like you, trust you, the way you can grab their emotions, so to speak, you know, is by showcasing your expertise and social proof. You need to create content that showcase yourself as an expertise, as an expert rather. People have to know that you can solve their problem. They have to know that they can always depend on you. They have to know that they can always reach out to you. Do you understand? And that's one thing you must first understand. And the second one is storytelling for emotional connection. Storytelling is very important. I It's so important that I have a course that there's a particular whole lesson. I segmented it, like I separated a whole lesson to teach storytelling. Storytelling is very, very important. For instance, since I started this session now, there's so many. I've told you guys at least maybe like 4 5 stories, and the truth is that if I didn't share these stories with you guys, you people would have gotten bored. There's no way I'll be able to drive home my points. There's no way you guys would connect with me. There's no way you guys will understand me if I wasn't telling those story. I told the story of when I wanted to learn something and I went to buy from somebody that doesn't have much results. I shared the story of how I post on YouTube, I repurpose it. I've shared like 3 or 4 stories since I started. So storytelling help you connect with your audience. It is very, very important. And I know that storytelling can be hard, but the truth is that you can tell story every day. I'm telling you, you can tell story every day. I used to do it then in 2022, just that now I've become not really lazy. I just have more priorities presently. Do you understand? But storytelling is very important. Storytelling for emotional connection. Storytelling isn't just about facts, right? It's about creating a narrative that resonates. You know, telling a story that resonates, that drives home in points. For example, what's one thing that happened to me that I can use to tell a story? Okay, I didn't go anywhere today, so I don't think. Okay, I saw a movie today, right? I saw a movie is about a girl and a guy that were in love. I could use that, just that movie I saw. The truth is that there are things that happen around us daily. Even when you are told that you can use to tell a story. In fact, did I step out of my house today? I didn't go anywhere today, literally. But I could tell a story from my day, from how my day went. So I know that many of you say that, oh, I don't really go to places, I don't have story to tell. But the truth is that if you look at your day very well, even if you're at home or maybe you went out, there's always a story to tell. So storytelling is about creating a narrative that resonates. With. I could literally tell you at least 2 or 3 stories from what happened to me throughout the day. I could tell you story from it. And it will resonate with you. Oh, some of you don't want and all of that. So you need to understand that you can create story every day. And storytelling isn't just about facts, it's about telling a narrative that resonates. We might tell a story about a customer who overcame based on the fact that this one is about sales. And the truth is that there are things that happen in our life that you can drive the story in such a way that it will come down to sales again. Do you understand? So we might tell a story about a customer who overcame a challenge with our product or share our brand's original story. You can stories build an emotional connection, and when people feel connected, they are more likely to buy. This works a lot. See, I tell a lot of story. I would tell story of when I was in school. I'll tell a story of when I was struggling in school. I'll tell a story of I always just have stories to tell, and it's not because I'm that good at storytelling, right? See, the thing about this is that I need to tell you guys something. See, I there are some things that will happen in your life by consistent practice, and you don't have to learn, and you will do better than somebody that paid thousands of naira to go and learn. I never learned content creation as a I never learned content creation as a oh somebody is teaching content creation. I never learned it. I'm serious. I I learned content creation by practice. I've been creating content since 2020, and I learned it by practice. Especially in 2022 where I was writing back to back. In fact, I started creating video last year. I wasn't creating video before. All my content were majorly write up before. But I started more into videos last year. But before it was just write up. And I became so good at it because it is by practice. When I know say I put up this kind of content, people are not connecting. I sometimes I will propose the same story, but I'll lead it to another lesson. Do you understand? So it comes by practice. Practice will help you a lot. There was a story I shared on my Instagram, I think a few months back. I was like, I stumbled on content writing by accident. I'm a content writer, and I stumbled on it by accident. It's by writing every single day, so I know what works. I know what doesn't work, and it's not because somebody. Of course, I eventually took up a course on content writing, right? But before I even learned content writing, I've been writing like maybe like 2 years before then. and I already had so much results. Just to bust you guys bubbles, I learned content writing professionally last year in November. That's like exactly a year ago. That was when I learned content writing professionally. But prior to that, I'd been writing for like 2 years and I'd gotten a lot of results from my write up. In fact, I've made 7 figures, even 8 figures, from my write up. So storytelling help you build emotional connection, and it comes by practice. By the time it's that, in fact, you find out that you enjoy it. Do you get? You find out that you enjoy it. And the last one, when it comes to strategic selling through content, is that you involve call to action. Every piece of content should have a clear next step, whether it's sign up for newsletter, download this guide, or purchase now, subscribe, or follow my page. Every of your content should have a call to action. A strong call to action gives people an easy, natural way to engage with you. See, you always have to put a call to action, especially if you are trying to make sales. For instance, I know that many of you will go to my page now, will go on my Instagram, will go on my YouTube, and you'll be looking for call to actions. I don't use it for all my page. There are some of my page that I'm not selling anything to you. I'm just creating content just to build my brand online. So I don't use CTA for them. But for you who want to make sales with your content, definitely you need to put call to action in every of your sales. Time is running out, so let me quickly. Don't worry, we are getting to we have just 4 more slides to go. Now, measuring content sources and optimizing for better results. You need to optimize, and I think I mentioned a little bit about it, but I'm just going to expand more on it here. Now, you have to measure your content sources. For every content you put out on Instagram, every content you put out on YouTube or whatever platform, there's a way that you can measure it. There's something we call key performance indicators, and almost all platform have it. Key performance indicators, KPI. We call it KPI. I'm sure that many of you have heard KPI before. If you don't know what KPIs is, I'm sure that you'd have heard of Insights before. It's on Instagram. I use it. Whenever I put content on Instagram, I watch it. What are the people watching my content? It gives you all the results of the age group of people watching you, where they are from, even YouTube. I have YouTube Studio on my phone. I think I check my YouTube Studio almost every day. I'm seeing the kind of people that are watching my content, the country where they are from, the kind of content they like. I know the kind of my content that is doing well. Now, one of the things that this help you do is that it helps you know the kind of content you should stop creating. There's some kind of content I can never create again. Not because I don't like that content, but because it is not doing well. Do you get? When I checked the KPI, when I checked the insights, it is not doing well. People are not resonating with it. My audience, they're not liking it, they're not resonating with it. So you need to use data, all those insights to optimize your content. When you see, I think that each of your content should lead to a more bigger one. You should keep increasing with each content that you put out, because by the time you watch the KPI, by the time you watch the insights and all the data, you see that, oh, this video is not doing well. What can I change? What can I change? So you have to measure your content sources and optimize it, for better result. Optimizing is by looking at it and then improving on those areas that you know that you probably didn't do well, or people are not resonating with it. Because like I said, your content is first about your audience, then about you. Now, leveraging trends and innovations for future success. Now, trends are very important. I'm sure that you guys understand this already. When ChatGPT came out last year, I also jumped on it too. Is it last year or 2 years ago? I think it's 2 years ago. Yes, so 2 years ago. When ChatGPT came out, I also jumped on it too. You need to understand that leveraging trends, there are many people that blew because they jump on trends. For instance, those people who have millions of subscribers or followers on TikTok, it was because they jumped on TikTok early. I think TikTok started in 2019, right? Is it 2019 or 2018? I can't remember. Maybe 2018 or 2019. When it came out, then there were a lot of people saying that it's just a dancing platform. TikTok is nonsense. But there were a lot of people who were able to jump on that train, and they are doing so well, making a lot of money for themselves now. I know that many of you probably heard when it came out there, but you didn't jump on it. For some of us, we saw it, but we didn't see the need to, like, what kind of content am I supposed to be creating? Do you get? So jumping on leveraging trends actually help you a lot. There are a lot of people who leverage on COVID. They create so many content on COVID, and they were able to get amass so many followers, so many subscribers, and all. So you need to leverage trends and innovation for future success. Imagine platforms like we have the likes of TikTok that I just talked about, and then AI and personalization like ChatGPT that I just talked about, and then interactive and immersive content, which is majorly polls, yes, polls, quizzes, those kind of content actually helps you, those kind of thing. There are so many of them they are putting up on Instagram and YouTube right now, so you need to know those trends, those new things they are putting up. For instance, now when YouTube short started, was it 2 years ago? There are a lot of people, is it 2 years or 3 years, I don't know why I can't remember. There are a lot of people that jumped on it and they are doing so well because they amassed a lot of followers early, because those time it was trending. So YouTube will show the video to so many people because not so many people were creating YouTube shorts. But now it is so overpopulated. A lot of people are creating YouTube shorts. So your shorts can't do well like it used to then. So learn how to leverage on trends and innovation, because of course it guarantees future success. Now, conclusion and action steps. Now, this is where I'll be concluding. I don't know why this guy here is vexing me. What's this Digitstem this thing that is showing on my slide? I can't see I can't see my full slide because of it. Digitstem, to get a replay of this episode, is covering almost half of my slide. Now, in conclusion, to wrap things up, basically, remember that a powerful content strategy starts by understanding your audience. And I think that I tried my best to explain this very well. It starts by understanding your audience and building trust. You have to understand them and then build trust through the way you come off to them, through the way you brand yourself. Now, by aligning your content with your customer's journey and continually optimizing, you will create a system that doesn't just capture attention but converts into sales. It converts into sales. Now, so I challenge each of you today, I'm challenging every one of you as you're watching me, to go back and review your content strategy. Please don't make your content about you. Don't make your content about sales, about money. I know that the anchor was telling you guys that, oh, I know you guys want to make money, but I'm sure that I know you guys want to make money too. But my attention, you can see that from everything I've said, I've not mentioned anything about money. See, the truth is that money goes to where value is. Hmm? I've not mentioned anything about money. Of course, I shared that I was able to get many results and made a lot of money from my contents, but I didn't even tell you that this is how you make money, you know. And that's because money goes to where value is. Once you're able to um, show yourself as a value provider, once you're able to position yourself in such a way that you can capture people's attention, there's no way that money will not come to you. So try and build value first. Try and make yourself a valuable person first. Try and educate people. Let people see you as a solution provider. They will get emotionally connected to you. Share stories. So I'm challenging each of you to go back and review your content strategy. Review every single one of them and start implementing these principles to create content that drives results. Implement every of these principles. The storytelling, everything I talked about, implement every one of them, building your audience, building your your authority really. I'm sure that it's going to help you a lot, and that will be the end of the session. If you have any question, of course, I'll just wait a few minutes so that I can attend to each and every session. If you yes, I think that's all. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Toby. It has been an insightful session with you. Thank you so much for being so detailed. Like, I like how you were very, very detailed about everything. Thank you. Okay, guys. I mean, Toby has done well. Let's just give her the fire emoji in the comment section. Let's, I can just to appreciate her. Please, can you hear me? Hello, Toby, can you hear
Yes, we can
me?
hear you. I can
All
hear you
right,
very well.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I was saying, guys, that just to appreciate Toby, let's just give her the fire emoji. I mean, she has done a great work. We've learned a lot. Ha, people pay for this kind of sessions, so it's not free. Did you see how first how beautiful our slide? That shows a lot of intentionality was put into this session. Like it has been 2 hours now. Okay, an hour and 27. Let's just say 1 hour, sha. Guys, let's have it. Let's have it. Thank you so much. Let's have it. More to come. Okay, so while we are doing that, if you have any questions for her specifically on what she has taught tonight, please, any questions outside what has been taught tonight would not be answered. Okay, so don't get angry if your questions are not read or they are not attended to. That's because it has to, whatever questions you're asking has to be on what she has taught tonight. Okay, has to be on everything she has explained about storytelling, educative content, and all of those. Okay, you can go ahead and ask your questions. Okay, just drop them in the comment section. I'll read it out. And we have just 5 minutes for that. Okay, if after 5 minutes we're not getting any questions, then we'll assume that nobody has a question. Okay. Um. All right. So while we're waiting for people to ask their questions, guys, this session is recorded, and previous sessions also of the Money Game Show are also recorded. Okay, this is the ninth episode of the Money Game Show. That is, we've done eight. We've had 8 weeks of um, different professionals come in to discuss, talk extensively on all that different topics. Okay, the reason why we are doing this is to avail you different opportunities to make more money. Okay, that's our goal. That's what we're aiming to achieve. Okay, just to help you make more money, to diversify all of that. Okay. um yes, so you can also watch that. To watch those replay, just when you get to our YouTube channel, just click on the live session, you will see it. Okay, the flyers are there. Those are the first things you're going to see. You see from the first one was a forex course, so you can go back. We've had forex, we've had crypto, we've had Google ads, we've had Instagram ads, we've had Facebook ads, we've had script writing. Last week we talked about the fragility of our identity, that's even to keep you protected on the online, how you relate online and all of that. So yes, we've had a whole lot, and now today again we have content writing. I'm sorry, we have content creation. Okay, next week also we have an amazing speaker lined up. You don't want to miss next week as well. Very, very, very. Next week is going to be very packed. Okay, so yes. All right, so I'm seeing a question here. So how to go about, I think that's what she has been saying since morning, how to go about strategic content. Or Toby, do you have something else you want to add to it?
No, no, no. I was surprised when I saw the question also, because that's what
All right,
all the whole section presentation was all about.
exactly. So that's what all the presentation is all about. So maybe perhaps you missed it, maybe due to network or something. You can always go back for a replay. Okay, it's free. Once again, it's free. Please, it's free to watch. It is free to watch. Okay, the recording is available for free. You're not paying anybody. Just go there. It's available anytime, any day. Go to our YouTube channel, click on the live session, you'll see it. Okay, you see our picture there. Beautiful picture. You see the content creation is there. Okay. All right. I'm seeing somebody another question. Should one also consider the season? So did you get the question?
I honestly don't understand what the person means by season. If they can expatiate,
Oh,
definitely.
all right. Bernard, please can you maybe rephrase your question? However, from what I'm seeing on my end, I think maybe the person is trying to say, okay, maybe like I'm trying to post the content. Does it have to relate per season? Like maybe now we're in Christmas. Okay, do what I'm doing in Christmas, like, does it? Do you understand?
Yes, I do. I do. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, it should,
But
and
Bernard, if that's not what I'm saying, please feel free to respond.
that's why I was talking about trend. You know, you have to consider the trend of the season. I talked about ChatGPT. I talked about COVID-19. You know, there are so many trends that happened when TikTok came out too. That was a trend. So it's like a seasonal, not really seasonal. Those were trends. So it's season. You can replace the word trend for season. You can consider season. So this is Christmas period. You can, for instance, during Christmas period, I used to do a lot of sales. You know, I'll tell them, and you will see a lot of business people who do that also. People who sell physical product, for instance, they'll tell you that, oh, there's Black Friday. You know, for November, a lot of people did it this month, and there are some people that are still doing it because it's November, and people think that every Friday in November is Black Friday, so people do a lot of sales. So definitely, you should consider season. You know, when you are creating content too, you should create content that are tailored to that particular season. And, you know, I have a sister that sells physical product. Presently, she's running sales and is like seasonal. Before she can do this kind of thing is until next year again before she can do any Christmas sales. So you definitely should consider it if that's what you mean by season.
Exactly, if that's what you mean, I believe your question has been answered. But if that's not what you mean, please feel free to rephrase, and we would answer your question. Guys, any more question before we call it a good night? Exactly. This session has been very educative and simple to understand. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Any more questions? Okay, okay, okay. All right, Bernard said that that's exactly a question, or rather, his question. So we have answered it. All right, thank you. Okay, we've come to the end of tonight's session. Okay, if you have, Toby, is there a way they can reach you after the session? Is it possible for them to reach you?
They can send me a message on Instagram. That's the only place I'm reachable presently. That's the
Okay,
only
please,
place
what's your
I'm
Instagram handle?
is Oluwatobi Pious. Yes.
All right. Okay, so Tomisa, you can reach out to her. Perhaps maybe you will have questions or you would like to maybe have her to tell you more on content creation. By the way, she has a course on content creation, so you guys can do well to purchase it. It's available on your marketplace as a Digitstemmer. It is there as content creation course, you would say there. I think that's the only content creation course. Um, Available on your marketplace. Okay, so you can go there, purchase it, promote it. Yeah. If you enjoyed this session and you want more premium, you can get it in that course. Okay, and if you want to reach out to her, you want to ask her questions or any of that, you can reach out to her on Instagram at Oluwatobi Pious. Okay, so yes, thank you so much everyone for coming to tonight's session. It was an amazing one. Thank you so much, Toby, for coming and sharing value. We do appreciate it. Once again, please
So much.
do. All right, thank you, Toby. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe and turn on your notification bell because every Saturday by 8 p.m. we are here again with a different professional, with a different guest to teach you something valuable, something to help you make money. Next week is going to be power packed. We have an amazing speaker coming up next week. You don't want to miss it. Okay, you don't want to miss it. So subscribe, click on notification bell, follow us on Twitter as well at Digitstem, follow us on Facebook at Digitstem, follow us on Instagram at Digitstem underscore as well. Okay, thank you so much everyone for coming. We do appreciate you. Have a good night rest and have a productive week ahead. See you next week Saturday, 8 p.m. Nigeria time, 7 p.m. Ghana time, 8 p.m. Cameroon time. Okay, please be here. Thank you. Good night.